Good morning and welcome to Mindful Movement with AARP Alabama. I'm your host, Judy Mannings, and today's session is with health educator Jerri Haslam. Folks, we want to remind you that AARP empowers people to choose how they live as they age. AARP is a nonpartisan 501c4 organization that has over 420,000 members in Alabama. AARP's role is to advocate for those 50 plus and their families. We also want to let you know that AARP Alabama is committed to offering opportunities for people to stay engaged from home. The Mindful Movement series provides an opportunity for you to keep moving in the safety of your own home. So, good morning, Jerri. What do you have in store for us on this brisk, beautiful morning?
Good morning, Judy. Today is all about movement. You know, February is all about love, and we're going to love on this body and move it and do a little bit of cardio, use some weights, and have a good time.
Well, that sounds wonderful, but because one thing about it, we can always have fun with making sure our bodies and minds are in tune. But I want to make sure you understand before you begin any exercise routine, you should consult your physician to be sure it's safe to participate. So with that in mind, Jerri, let's get started.
Okay, let's do that. Good morning, everyone. I am so excited and so glad to have you today. Today, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, grab your weights. And if you don't have weights, you know what I always say, get you some bottles of water or some canned goods, or don't even worry about it. But we will use some weights today. We're going to have a good time. We're going to move. And the only thing that I ask is that you give me a smile. That's it. Other than that, let's just have a good time. So let's get started. Let's get those legs out, maybe hip distance apart this morning. I want those knees to be soft, okay? I don't want you to lock them out. So the knees are soft. And right here, I want you to give me a little bit of a squat, reach up, and then bring those arms down. They're not going to go over your head just yet, okay? Again, squat down, reach up, make the arms come out to make a T and bring it back down. Just warming that body up. Go a little bit deeper in that and bring it up and bring it down. When we're doing that stretch, I want you to understand that it's a stretch, it's a sit, it's a lot of things going on. But what I want you to do is keep those knees ahead of you. I don't want them crouching in. I don't want you going over. The weight is in your hips and heels. So when you sit down like you're sitting in a chair, you're going to make sure that those knees don't overextend and bring that body up and bring it back down. Let's do that again. Come on, sit down. Oh my goodness, that feels so good. We're warming up, getting our day started. Give me one more. Sit down a little bit further. Bring those arms up and bring it down. Okay, let us take one leg out. Now, I'm going to tell you what I've learned in these sessions with you guys. You know, I used to say left and right. I don't know if you noticed, I don't do that anymore because sometimes I get them confused. So I say take one foot out because we'll get to the other one, okay? And right here, I just want you to sit down in a little squat. Just sit down with it. Sit down. Place that hand on that thigh. Give it a good stretch. And roll up, okay? Let's do that again. Sit down. Put those hips down. Almost like this knee is like a little kickstand on a bicycle. Oh my goodness, and roll up. Let's change that, okay? Take the opposite leg out, because guess what? We're not gonna get confused on which side. So whatever side you did, let's do the other one. Come on, give me that little bit of a squat. That feels good, warming that body up. And stand up. Come on, give me another one. Come on, sit down. There you go. You got that kickstand going. A little bit of a wobble, and we're here for it. And stand it all the way up. Now, right here, I simply want you to trust yourself and your balance. If at any time you need to hold on to the door, the wall, do that, okay? I'm going to put my hands by my side, take that leg out, and I'm just going to rotate that ankle. It's going to give me a little bit of a balance challenge when I do that, and I'm here for it. Just rotating that ankle. Now rotate it the opposite way. Giving you a 2-for-1 right here, okay? That's it. Put that foot back on the floor, okay? Opposite foot, take it out for me. Come on, take it out. Roll it around. Y'all, this feels so amazing. Some days, I gotta confess, my balance, I gotta hold on to everything. But today, I'm feeling amazing. Take it the other way. Now, every day is not the same. Understand that as well, okay? Put that foot back down. Just giving those ankles, those legs a little bit of time to warm up. Now, this is what I want us to do. We're going to march in place. Where are we going? Marching in place. We're going to march in place. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to march in place and then I'm going to march out wide. But before I do anything, safety is always first. I didn't say this. Let me move these weights a little bit out the way because you guys know if I fall, you'll be the first to see it. But we don't want that. So I'm going to march in place and then I'm going to march out. So it's marching in and marching out. Got it? Okay. So an easy march. I hope you can see my feet. I know sometimes the camera technology, we gotta love it, but sometimes it's either my head is too cut off or my feet. But guess what? I'm just marching in place and then I'm going to march out wide. Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. March in for 4 and march out for 4. March it in and march it out. Move those arms. March in and march it out. Give me 2 more. March it in and march it out. March it in. Come on. And march it out. There we go. March it in. Easy march. Getting that heart rate up. I want you to understand that even getting your heart rate up, you want to make sure that you can have a conversation. Because if you can't, I want you to take it down a little bit lower. Everyone's moving at a different speed. We're not running. We're just an easy march in place. Give me 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. How is that? Okay. So, feel like you're warming up a little bit. I hope so. Okay. I'm going to add on today before I even pick up these weights. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to tap forward, tap back, tap forward, tap back. Then I'm going to change sides, okay? Tap forward, tap back, tap forward, tap back. It's almost like I'm jumping out and jumping back in, like peekaboo and back in, if that makes sense, okay? So, ready? Out. So I'm going out for 2, and then I'm taking the other leg out for 2. We're going to add on to this move, okay? Out for 2. We can add this up. We can add a little bit of a bounce to it. Doesn't matter. So it's out. We're stepping out for 2 and stepping out for 2. Come on. How does that feel? I hope good. I hope you're feeling like, okay, feel like I got that energy going. Feel like I got that blood pumping. Give me 1 more set and 1 more set. How about that? How was that? Moving again, not needing a lot of space, but taking advantage of the space. You know, I say this time and time again. You may only have 15 minutes. You may have 30. I want you to understand, take advantage of just 5 minutes because there's no precise time to move. It's your schedule, and I want you to have a good time when you do it, okay? So we're going to add on. We were going out for 2. And then we did the other leg. So let's do this. We're going to go out, back, out, and around. Out, back, out. And we're just making like, well, you hear me. I'm putting my feet on the floor. But what I'm doing is making a little semicircle, okay? So front, and around, okay? So almost like my own little windshield wiper, okay? So here we go. And then we're going to bring it around. Got it? So it's back. There we go. And bring it around. Fair enough? Front, and bring it around. Let's go. We're going to do the other side in a minute. Moving those feet. A little bit of coordination when we do that, okay? Let's go to the other side. Front, and then you just wipe it around, okay? Front, and just... It's almost like a little semicircle when you do that foot because we can add a little cha-cha in the middle, get our heart rate pumping a little bit. Next thing you know, we're moving front, and bring it around. Give me one more. Front, back, front, and bring it around. Okay? What if we added on to it? I don't want it to be complex, but I want you to feel good. So we go front, back, front, bring it around, cha, cha, cha. Front, back, front, bring it around. We march in place. Front, back, front, bring it around. We march in place. Got it? We march in place. You can hop in place. You can march in place. But understanding that you can take all kind of rhythms to keep that body moving. If you're doing something, you've got an all-day meeting, you know sitting is the new smoking. So guess what? Stand up, give yourself a little bit of space, and you could just go front, back, front, bring it around, cha, cha, cha. Front, back, front, bring it around, cha, cha, cha. You don't have to do that cha, cha, cha with the hop. You can go 1, 2, 3. Just an easy march. But understanding that lower body, it loves that movement, okay? Or we could just go front, back, 1, 2, 3, front, back, 1, 2, 3. So you don't have to take your foot around. You hear me sliding over my floor, making these squeaky noises, but you get what I'm saying. Making it a little bit more moves or less moves. Again, front, back, 1, 2, 3, front, back, 1, 2, 3. Fair enough? I love it. I love it when we take moves, we put them together. You can do that repeatedly. And I always say, turn on your favorite music, and it's amazing how you can do something for 10 minutes and wow, you're moving, okay? So I hope that lower body is feeling like, you know what, we're getting something in place here. We're moving a little bit. With that being said, I want you to grab your weights if you have them. If you don't, no worries. We're not going to do, we're not going to worry about the things that we don't have. That's going to be our thing. Because the main thing that we have is the willingness to move and the smile. That's it. No pressure. Okay? So we got those hand weights. We're holding on to them. We're not gripping them like, oh, if we lose these, it's the end. No, we're just going to hold on to the weights. We try to punch, hope I don't punch a hole in anything, because, sometimes I get it too hard. So what we're going to do, we're just going to move these arms and march in place. Move these arms and march in place. Notice how my shoulders are relaxed. They're not up here. It's none of this. I'm not doing this. I'm holding that weight comfortably, okay? And I'm just marching in place. This is an amazing mindful movement. When we walk, when we move, it changes so many things that we don't even realize. Oh my goodness, how beneficial is this? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We can take these weights, move them just back and forth. We can take these weights and move them up. When we do that, I want you to think about zipping up your belly button, pulling the weights up to your chest and bringing them down. Just to your chest and bringing them down. I don't want them all up here, none of that. No, we're not over exaggerating anything. We're making this comfortable and fun, okay? So let's do it. Let's march in place and let's go up and down. We're just bringing those arms up and down, up and down. Where's my smile? That's what I want. Got it? Up and down. Just to move like this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. How is that? Oh, I love it. When we take things, we're doing 2 things at once. What they say, chewing gum and walking or something they would say. But at any rate, we're putting 2 things together. And I love it when we do that, because it causes our body to move even more effective and efficiently, as well as, next thing you know, you're getting that heart rate, you're getting everything moving, and hey, having fun while doing it, okay? So we had the arms just going up. So this time, what about if we take the arms, we turn them out like this, okay? Notice my shoulders are still relaxed. No hunching up those shoulders. Keep them relaxed, okay? Got my hands right here by my side, okay? And I'm simply gonna extend out and bring in. And when you do that, keep those shoulders relaxed. You're just bringing that in to your waist, to the side of your body, okay? And let's do it first without the feet. So again, we're just taking the arms in and out. There we go. Where's that smile? I love it. Come on. Bringing it in. Bringing it in. Okay? That's all I want. That shoulder, those shoulders are relaxed. If you've had any type of rotator injury, always be mindful of your range of motion. Okay? So, got it right here side by side. Is in and out. Let's add that march. And let's add these arms. Okay? March in place. Let's go. We're just going in and out. It's our 2 for 1, pulling it in, working those shoulders, working that back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, I love it. Yes, working everything together, okay? If you want, I want you to double the weights up, but if you don't want to do that, you can simply drop one of the weights, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to double the weights up. And what we're going to do is with this, a little bit more weight, and it's still in control. I'm going to take that arm up and down, just a bicep and down. Suppose we march with it. I know, Jerri just wants so much today. So we're going to march in place while we're doing it at the same time. 4, 3, 2, where's my smile? And 1, okay? How is that? Again, you can do it with both of the weights, with one of the weights, or with no weights. You can control and think about that bicep and that tricep, giving it your own resistance, an isometric move when there's no weight. So you're just not swinging it, none of that. You're controlling that move. Thinking about, okay, I have the weight, I'm going to resist this. Be it a band, be it a weight, be it nothing at all, but making it count for you, okay? How about we do 4 more on the same side before we switch over, okay? So, got that arm, got everything together, got our smile, standing up nice and tall, zip up those abs, but do not hold your breath. I don't want you to do this, none of that. Zip up those abs, continue to breathe, give me that smile, okay? Let's go, marching in place, and then we're gonna add in this bicep with double weights, got it? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give me 4 more. 4, 3, give me that smile. 2, and 1. How about that? Again, combination moves here, okay? Let's change it up, okay? Again, if you're not sure if that weight is too heavy, drop one of them. It's just that simple, okay? We're here to have fun. No punishment, only fun, okay? So we're going to march in place, and we're going to get this arm moving up and down. Now, what you may find is one side is always going to be more flexible, stronger, faster, whatever, than the other side. And you will know what that is. Give me 4 more. 4, 3, don't swing that way. 2, and 1. How is that? Oh, absolutely love it, okay? We're going to do a few more because that's what we do. That's just what we do, okay? So, again, making sure that everything is clear. And I'm being good today because, I will hit the wall and the door. You guys know that. So, I almost feel like I need a gold star or sticker for just not hitting the wall today. So, let's do it, okay? I say that, then watch that happens. But let's march in place and let's work that bicep. Let's take it up and down. We're in control of the weight. It's not in control of us. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, I absolutely love that, okay? Let's separate those weights out, okay? Got them separated. Now, what are we going to do with these weights? What about if we cross them over? I want you to be very careful when you do this move because, again, shoulders, and especially any kind of shoulder injury that you've had in the past, it can be aggravated. And my first thing is, let's be safe. Let's have fun. And then, hey, the movement will come. So let's take these legs out, okay? standing tall, you got your balance, knees are soft. And what we're gonna do, we're just gonna alternate one arm on top of the other. You can watch me at first, so we're just gonna alternate, and then we're gonna bring it down. Got it? Notice I'm not up here, I'm not too high. Being mindful of my shoulders, making sure that I'm not doing anything like, oh, that feels uncomfortable. We're simply just going over and under and over and under. It's over. There we go. We're just alternating. Those arms are in control. They're solid. They're not stiff. We're not Frankenstein. No, we're making it comfortable, and we're using our shoulders, our core, and all of our arms to do it. Okay? Let's do a few. I know, I always say let's do a few, then I'm like, add more. My counting is something to be desired. Let's do it. Come on. Rotate one on top of the other, one on top of the other. It's just a little bit of a lift, and it's not too high. Not too high. Abs are engaged, and never holding that breath. There we go. Walking those arms up and walking those arms down. Walking them up and walking them down. Walking them up and walking them down. Walking them up and walking them down. There we go. I want two more. Bring those arms up again and bring it down, okay? So, arms are up, arms are down, arms are up, arms are down. You can take those weights and move them out the way. You know, Jerri, she knows to move them completely out of the way because, again, some days my balance is not the best. So make sure you don't have anything around you. Let's do a few more moves, okay, without the weights, okay? So right here, I'm gonna take those shoulders up, and really it's my arm, it's the elbow. I don't hunch the shoulders up, but it's still working that arm, working that shoulder without the weight. Got it? Just a little lift. Give me four more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Okay? Bring those legs in. Hopefully, what I want you to get out of every session, and you know, sometimes I just give you things and I never give you homework. I try to give you food for thought that you can take with you, but this time I'm actually going to give you some homework because we are at the beginning of the year, and I'm just going to be honest with you. Sometimes we can put a lot of pressure on ourselves with resolutions or deadlines, but I want you to take this homework, and this is your homework. Each and every day, give yourself space and grace. And when I say space and grace, space to move, and grace if you do it for 5 minutes or an hour. Because it's like sometimes, and I'm gonna be the one to confess, I look at my watch is telling me my steps and all of that, and sometimes it causes me to compete with myself, which I should, but I should be mindful that it is not the same every day. Some days I have more steps than the other, some days I don't, and it's fine. When we're here to exercise for mindful movement, I want you to think about, what time do you have? Do you have 15 minutes? Do you have enough time to put on your favorite music and do 10 or do 30? Because what we, and I'm gonna say what Jerri does, a lot of times I'm competing also with the clock and the time, trying to beat it. And I want you to take a homework lesson and be like, you know what? Today I've got 30 minutes and I'm gonna move. Tomorrow I have 10 minutes and I'm gonna move. I may have 5 minutes in the morning and 15 in the afternoon, but I'm not going to beat myself up for time. I'm gonna give myself space and grace to move. So I've enjoyed it. I always enjoy it. I hope you've enjoyed it. Again, sending you love this whole month to move that body. Turn on your favorite music, whatever that is, and just love on your movement. Space and grace. I thank you so much. Judy?
Yes, ma'am, Jerri, and I'm quite sure we will take everything in mind that you've carried us through this morning and your tidbit of homework that we have to work with. It's important that we do move It's important that we continue to move, and it's important that we do it with grace and with a smile. So, with that in mind, I would like to take this opportunity again to thank each of you for joining us on this beautiful morning. Thank you, Jerri, for making sure we are in line with everything that we should be doing and to give us that homework. I like that little tidbit. Why don't you try doing it at least once a month to keep us on our toes? We appreciate again you coming with us. Carry everything that you've learned today throughout your day, throughout your week. Until we meet you again, remember to tune in on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time for the next session of Mindful Movement. And let us know what you like. Let us know what you would like to see Jerri push us to next. Have a great morning. Enjoy. Bye-bye.